RiverBender's coverage of today's event is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Liberty Bank, Bank Local, Bank Liberty. Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949. Lewis and Clark Community College, empowering people. Munganaz Burkhardt Toyota, the biggest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend. Ed Eagle's Discount Carpet, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices. Nautilus Fitness Center, the Riverbend's premier health club. Barrett Heating and Cooling, proudly serving Madison, Jersey, and Cooper County since 1896. Midwest Motorsports, the St. Louis area's fun dealer. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Hello again, everybody. Well,
and your car. Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
they battle here in week number 7. Roxana comes in with a record of 6-0 overall on the season. With Gary Boker, Brent Birkland with you here. Big crowd, big game tonight, Gary.
Started early. The crowd was here by 5 o'clock, and they've been gathering ever since.
Big crowd, and Roxana wins the coin toss, and they have deferred, and they're going to kick it off. Joe Newton, the junior kicker, will tee it up at his own 40-yard line, and the purple and white of the Cougars from Breese Central High School will return the kick. And it's going to be a reverse coming to the near side. Good coverage there on a tackle down near the 15-yard line to start the ball game. And just a couple of seconds into the game, 1st and 10, Breese Central football.
Now, Logan Prater was not fooled at all on that reverse attempt. Brought him down in his tracks all the way back at the 15-yard line. Or, 5-yard line.
And it's going to be Breese Central football. They have a record of 5-1, 3-0 in the conference. And Breese Central will start with the football. They like to run it, but they also like to throw it. Their quarterback can do that. They're going to run it here, and it's going to be right up the middle. Nothing doing there. The Roxana Shells there on the inside. Caden Rockers will run the football quite a bit for them. The Cougars in their white jerseys, purple numbers, and purple helmets tonight.
Brian Rodriguez with an outstanding stop there. Going to be a loss on the play of a couple, bring up 2nd and 12.
And just underway, 30 seconds into the game, 2nd down and long. As the Shells defense gets ready, and it's going to be a throw. A little screen to the far side. Nothing doing there as the Shells cover that one up too. Roxana wearing their black jerseys tonight, the gold numbers, red pants, red helmets here for this big home game in week 7.
Looked like that was Jake Newton who came up quickly on that one to make another stop for another loss. Going to bring up 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13, and Breese Central still in a hole down at their own 11-yard line. As now they'll run the pistol here and see if they can get out of this hole. But again, 3rd and long. And they're going to throw it over the middle, and a man open and making a grab out near the 40-yard line. Out there, number 21, Carter Dean makes the catch. And that's going to be a 1st down out over the 35-yard line on 3rd and long.
Yeah, they cleared out for him and allowed him to get the down and out pattern. He gets the 1st down. He gets the ball out in respectable distance.
1st and 10 now. As the Shells start on defense, and they're still there. 1st and 10 Cougars as they convert that 3rd and long. And they mark the ball at the 38-yard line, their own 38. And it's going to be a shotgun, and they'll run it here to the near side. Number 2, Rockers, trying to turn the corner. He may get a yard or two, and that's it. Rockers is a junior, 5'10", 155.
Cam Sims, good open field tackle there for a very short gain. Let's give him 1, call it 2nd and 9.
Rockers 5 touchdowns on the year. Davis 6, Becker 5. They've spread their touchdowns out just like the 3 running backs for the Roxana Shells have done. We'll talk about that when the Shells get on offense. Right now, another throw coming, rolling to the left, and a pitch and catch. And again, it's Dean, 21, up the sideline, over the 50, down near the Roxana 35-yard line.
Yeah, the receiver ahead of him cleared out the secondary, so he was battling the linebackers. No match there as he gets the ball all the way down to the 36.
Preston Baker, 900 yards passing this year, 15 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. And he was on the move there, number 15. And now I think the Shells have jumped off sides. And that's going to cost Roxana defense another 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 for Breese Central here.
Yeah, and trust me, you don't need to give these guys a short field.
21 is dying.
9:48 to go. And in the pistol, it will be a roll to the right. Baker wants to throw it again, looking, and making the catch. 21 dying again. He has 3 grabs. He was smacked and held onto the ball and hit hard in the red zone down near the 12-yard line.
Cam Sims come up with a big hit, and I'm not sure what he took the worst of the wear there. Same play that they ran over to the left side, they run to the right side this time for another good game.
How about Carter Dine in his start? A junior, number 21, 3 grabs. And now a 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line, and they're in the red zone with Baker, the quarterback, Rockers behind him, and it will be Rockers over the right side, slipping his way inside, down near the 10, down to the 5-yard line.
The Rockers did an outstanding job there of reading his blocks, waiting for his blocks to develop. Going to bring up a 2nd and 2.
Big gain there. Down to the 4-yard line, they mark it. 2nd down and 2. Remember, they started at their own 15-yard line. And some passes, and Breese Central can do that through the air. Here's Rockers over the right side. Grabbed and taken down. James Herring, 52, one of the Shells there to bring him down near the 3-yard line.
He had some help there by Mason Forsyth as well. Going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Roxana 6-0, Breese Central 5-1. And here we go with 3rd and short, 3rd and 1 from about the 3-yard line, and Central moving before the snap. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the offense. On 3rd and 1, they got a little anxious there, and 5 yards against the purple.
That helps a little bit.
So with 8:39 to go, first quarter, Breese Central controlling the football the entire way so far, the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, and coming right down the field. They're now at the 9-yard line. So, 3rd down. About 6 to go. They can get a 1st down inside the 5. But 3rd down and 6 here as they run the pistol. Rockers in motion. And they'll pitch it on the outside. And it's going to be to the right side. And it's going to be a touchdown as it goes into the end zone for number 19, Griffin Becker. And he has scored his 6th touchdown of the year.
Yeah, that was that little bubble screen to the inside. He was open, followed his blockers right on in. That culminates a 86-yard drive for the Cougars to start things off here.
And how about that drive? And again, they can do it through the air. They have all year long. Preston Baker pitching it to the right side. Griffin Becker, his favorite receiver. Baker a junior, Becker a junior, and they connect for a 6-0 lead. And now, Breese Central will try to tack on the extra point as they converted on the 3rd and 6 there, a 9-yard touchdown pass. Bryce Weeder, sophomore kicker now, will try to boot it through the extra point from number 38. The holder, Max Albers, number 10, and the kick is in the air and good. The Cougars have the lead, 7-0. Roxana will get the football for the first time in the ball game when we come back. 8:31 to go, first quarter. Cougars 7-0. Shells ball after this. You're listening to 1570 Big Z Radio Sports.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
What do we call it? 9-yard touchdown pass?
Yeah.
Terrell Graves and Andrew Ellis back to the Shells.
Something.
To receive the kickoff.
With Gary Boker, Brent Birkland back with you here on the Big Z, the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Charlie Rachfield, Roxana. There's a kick for Breese Central. Kick off. Roxana will return from their own 15-yard line. Might be Terrell Graves there, moving up the far sideline. And to the 20 and out over the 25-yard line he goes. And now the Roxana Shells offense will go with Graves, Wells, and Ellis, the three running backs, in the wing T offense.
It has been a predominantly running offense so far this year.
Wallach does have 400 yards passing and 6 TD passes, but again, you'll see Wells behind him, and he'll run between the tackles, although last week at Freeburg, Wells had a couple of touchdowns on the perimeter. He went to the outside for a couple of 60-yard touchdown runs. And now Andrew Ellis in motion. Now he's going to go back. A little confusion for the Roxana offense here. Wells behind the quarterback. They're going to give to Graves. He comes from the right to the left, and he's plowing up the middle to the 35-yard line or so there on that first down.
Given the gain of 6 on that, they get a 2nd and 4.
And no huddle. Fast-paced offense here as they'll go quickly and run it to Wells up the middle. First down over the 40 to the 45 for Evan Wells, number 24.
Needed 4, picked up 9. Christian Timber Shells. Tell you what, he was through that line in no time at all.
And now we have a whistle, and an offsides on Breese Central is going to be called, and Roxana's going to get 5 yards, it looks like, and they'll be at midfield. And so with 7:51 to go, we saw Breese Central go down the field, 8 or 9 plays. Now Roxana moving the ball.
Kind of get an idea this could be a horse race tonight.
Yeah, it could be a shootout. They're into Breese Central territory. They give to Wells. A flag flies. Wells breaks a tackle, and he breaks away, and he's gone. Let's check the flag. It's a 49-yard touchdown run over the right side, but I think it might be coming back.
I believe it's going to be an illegal shift.
It is indeed. 49-yard touchdown run. All for naught there for Wells going over the right side. He broke a tackle near the first down marker and then turned on the Jets, and he was gone, but it's a penalty on the Shells, 5 yards.
And I'm not sure that penalty had anything to do with the play. It didn't affect the play at all, but nonetheless, back him up and try it again.
So with 7:41 to go, first down and 10. 5-yard penalty on each team, and now we have offsides on Breese Central again. They were just offsides and gave the Shells 5. Now they're going to give it to them again.
I think we've just seen a record here. I don't think I've ever seen a lineman throw that flag that high. He was very vehement. I want you guys to go on the other side. I got this call, so they got the 5 yards back.
He was fired up indeed. Here's Graves to the near side, 45-40. Breaks a tackle near the sideline, and he's going to finally be brought down by 2 or 3 Cougars. Terrell Graves on the move.
Yeah, that was a bit of a dangerous ending as he was trapped it in a snare, trying to get a few more yards. You want to just get down and stay safe.
13 yards there. Now they'll go up the middle to Evan Wells, 24. He rumbles inside the 30 on a 1st and 10. He's going to get all the way down near the 28-yard line for a 2nd and short. Wells runs it, and now quick handoff again, and it's going to go up the middle again for Roxana. Wells is going to get the first down on 2nd down and 2.
He's anxious to get back there and get that ball again.
Man in motion is Ellis. Andrew Ellis gets it, gets a block on the edge. Up the sideline he goes to the end zone. Touchdown, Roxana. 23 yards. Andrew Ellis has scored his 12th touchdown of the year.
Ellis got a good block there from Wells. The lead block turned it loose on the outside, and the way he went, now we're within 1 point. Tie game.
So halfway through this first quarter, each team has a touchdown, 23-yard touchdown run for Ellis over the right side, and now Newton will try to tie the game up. Ellis moving to the edge, and he gets the touchdown. Those 3 running backs have combined for over 30 touchdowns this year. Here's Newton with a kick, and a penalty flag flies. The kick is good, but it's going to be a false start on Roxana on the point after.
You can have those. You can have those, especially on special teams. You've got to be able to get that extra point, and that extra point just barely made it through. So backing him up 5 yards is not going to help.
That was a low kick over the crossbar, and now let's see what happens. Looked like the timing was a little off there, and it was a false start. Now the tee will go to the 15-yard line for a 25-yard extra point for number 2, Joe Newton. And he's off on the false start again as he was in motion again before the snap. The kicker's starting to move forward. Another penalty, and it's going to be, well, the kick was no good, so they'll decline the penalty, and the extra point no good there.
As we said, that penalty cost them, and then they come back and had to redo it. As a result, that big point that would have tied things stays on the ground, does not make it onto the scoreboard. It's 7-6. Shell's trailing by 1.
Breese Central 7, Roxana 6. Each team with a touchdown here. First quarter, you're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Return, and it's Dine, number 21, up over the 30, the 40, out near the 45-yard line. Good return here to the near side for the purple and white.
At that time, the reverse worked. They misdirected the Shells. Finally, Keelan Carruthers was able to come up and bring him down, but not until he got out over the 40 to the 44.
First and 10 for Breese Central as they set up shop. Just shy of the 45-yard line, and they'll set up in the pistol with their quarterback again, Preston Baker. Receivers left and right. He's got trips to his left, the far side, and he pitches it that way on a little screen to the running back coming out of the backfield to the 50-yard line. goes number 4, Cole Davis, right on the 50. He's going to gain about 5 yards.
Yeah, I like their passing game in that they send a couple of receivers down to take the secondary away, then float that guy out of the backfield into the flat.
Now the trips will come to the near side. The quarterback's right in front of the Roxana bench. Quarterback's going to look over the middle, and he finds a man over the middle. It's tipped away. Good D by Braden Johnson, number 12. He was right there and had a hand on it.
Yeah, Johnson got a hand on it. He would have liked to got the other hand on it. It had the potential to be an interception, but nonetheless, the incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 5. Oh, we're going to have a penalty. I'm sorry.
Another penalty, and we've had some of those already here. First 6 minutes of the game on both teams.
Sorry, folks, a yellow flag on a yellow shell out there. The penalty is called against the Cougars.
And it's a 10-yarder, so it might be a holding there, as it's going to go back to their own 40-yard line.
We'll bring up a 2nd and 15 now.
So they'll do that play over. 2nd down over again. Roll to the right. Baker wants to throw it. Looking, finds Dine again. Up the sideline again. He's going to have a 1st down inside the Roxana 45-yard line, down near the 43.
You know, Evan Wells was out there in coverage, but he didn't know as the quarterback was ready to turn the corner, do I take him or do I stay with my receiver? Either way, it's kind of like an option, but it's a pass-run option.
1st and 10. 6 minutes to go now, first quarter. Each team's had the ball once. This is possession number 2 for Breese Central. And their head coach, Brian Short, against Roxana tonight, and Coach Wade DeVries in his 6th year. Here's the snap back, handoff. It's going to go up the middle, and Davis, number 4, and he's going to push the pile. 39-yard line right now, but let's see where that pile goes.
Do you remember the old days when you could not aid the runner? I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, you can now, it seems. As everybody gets a push on the pile, and one way and the other way, and it is going to be the 39-yard line.
Look at it, 2nd and 6.
5 minutes to go, first quarter now. Clock ticking on that run. And the quarterback waits for a new play. Preston Baker, the junior.
Yeah, you mentioned the fact that he was 6'2", 175. Gives him a good opportunity to look over things in front of him. He can see over that line.
Snap back, and he fakes the run. He wants to throw it, and he's on the move, and so is the receiver. He's into the end zone, but we have a flag again. Back behind the play. Touchdown Cougars, but let's see.
I think we're going to have a lineman downfield.
An eligible lineman.
Yeah, that play just took too long to develop, and the lineman couldn't hold firm.
Man, he was on the roll, too, rolling way right, or way left, to his left. And it is illegal lineman, an eligible lineman downfield. Penalty Cougars. Each team has had a touchdown called back.
Penalties galore here in the early goal.
Boy, I'm telling you. Both teams 3-0 in the Cahokia Conference. Roxana next week will finish the conference against the Oilers. Here at home, senior night next week for Roxana. Shells and Oilers on Friday the 13th.
You know, as big as this crowd is tonight, I imagine next week will be just as large.
Yeah, probably so. 2nd down and 10. A little pitch screen to the far side it goes. Wide receiver gonna pick his way down the sideline. He's gonna score. It's a touchdown. 44 yards and into the end zone it goes for, again, Griffin Becker.
Tell you what, Becker did a good job of getting the yards after the catch. He made an outstanding catch down there about 10 yards downfield. Then he broke to the inside, cut back to the outside. Once he got to the sideline, it was 44 yards and a touchdown.
My, oh my, he's got 2 touchdowns already at 400 yards receiving and 5 TDs coming in. Now he's got 7 touchdown catches as he just picked his way down that far sideline, and now we have a penalty on the extra point. And I think we're going to have offsides, and we've had a lot of those, and now they're going to go for 2 because of the penalty on Roxana.
Now, this is week 7. We should be eliminating these silly penalties by week 7.
44-yard touchdown pass on that little wide receiver screen. Just like the first TD, it goes Baker to Becker.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah, that's not easy. But Becker has scored 2 TDs already. And now they throw it into the end zone, and 2 points. It's good. Logan McDonald, number 36, will grab it in the right corner of the end zone near that front pylon. And it's going to be 2 points. It's 15-6. 15-6. The Cougars lead the Shells. First quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Gary Boker and Brett Birkland back with you, and we have a flag on the kickoff. Another flag as the Cougars take a 15-6 lead over the Roxana Shells, and Roxana's going to get the football, but let's check the penalty. The ball's on about the 30-yard line right now.
Almost makes you think that the athletic director signed a contract saying you'll get paid by the number of penalties. Come on, Mark.
Over under. And we're over already, probably for the game. Wow, this first quarter, nothing but penalty flags. And we've had them all, too. Offsides, false starts, holding. And no signal here. Maybe they...
Saw his hands behind his back.
Maybe just picking up the flag. And a warning on that Breese Central sideline. The ball is resting. Going to put down at the 29-yard line, it looks like. Roxana at their own 29. And 4:26 to go. Yeah, it is going to be against Breese Central. Even though I didn't see personal foul. It is 15 yards, so some kind of personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct there.
Take the ball out to the 44-yard line, so as Breese Central had a short field with which to work because of a good kickoff return, so with the penalty, that helps the Shells in the same way.
And so Roxana will try to run the football. They ran the football. 70 yards, 5 plays. Their first drive, they didn't put it in the air, but on the other side, we've seen Breese Central put it in the air for sure.
Well, that was the one thing I was worried about looking at this game coming in, is that the Shells were more one-dimensional than were the Cougars, as they can rely on the pass as well as the run.
Wallach going to drop back. He's going to give it to Terrell Graves. He tries to turn the corner, maybe 1 yard, but a couple of Cougars were able to get through the line of scrimmage there.
Caden Rockers with an outstanding grab there as he had him open field, hung onto that ankle and wouldn't let go. Give him one, call a 2nd and 9 from the 45.
Now they'll hand it to Wells over the middle, and he's had a lot of room up the middle so far. Evan Wells inside, into Cougars territory over the 50 to the 48-yard line.
Going to bring up a 3rd and short. He doesn't really like turning left or right. He'd rather go straight ahead. Now the Shells are going to jump off sides, back him up 5.
False start going to be called on the offense, so here we go again. A couple of plays without a penalty, and then a flag.
And sooner or later, those flags are going to wear out.
I would think. I would think.
Down on the south end, that's near the big shell tank down there.
And so,
Not available for park.
it's going to be pushed back. 3:45 to go to a 3rd and 7. Hand to Graves. Terrell Graves turning the corner. He's going to get a couple, but he's going to be short right on the 50-yard line. 4th and about 4 to go.
A little wingback counter. Good idea. But Breese Central, they've seen that play. So from the 45, from the 50, they're going to try it on 4th down.
Looks like they're going to go. Maybe not. Wade DeVries calls the new play. Let's see if they're going to try to draw him off sides. Right on the 50-yard line. Timeout is going to be called by the offense. The offense wants a timeout to talk it over here, Gary.
Well, I think at 4th and 4, they were looking to see if they could draw the defense, get the first down that way. When Breese Central would not jump, then you got to make up your mind, do you really want to give up field position here and give them the ball back on the 50-yard line if you don't make it on 4th down?
Yeah, that would give them great field position. They had great field position last time when they got the ball on that good return, and they went, 55 yards for a touchdown. And Andrew Ellis has just 1 carry according to my scorecard, and that was the 23-yard touchdown run. Otherwise, it's been Graves and Wells. Graves to the perimeter, Wells basically as always between the tackles.
Now you would think that Wells could make this. When it's on 4th down, that defense is probably going to load the 2 inside gaps, so he will not be able to run inside the tackles very easily.
Well, he may get to the outside, and that may be what it takes. They're going to come to the outside. It's a 1st down, Graves, and he's into the secondary, running loose, and he's gone! 4th and 4, 50-yard touchdown.
And no flags on the ground. I repeat, no flags on the ground.
4th and 4. How about that? The wingback Terrell Graves comes around, and he runs over the left edge for 50 yards once he got into the secondary and outran the defense.
Beautiful job there. As you said, he turned the corner on the left side, cut back over to the right, went up the middle, and he was gone. Really an extra gear on that young man as he just ran away from the defense. Now the point after attempt. It's up, it's long, it's high, and it's good.
Extra point makes it 15-13. It's a 2-point game. 3 minutes to go. Each team has scored a touchdown, but our score 15-13. And we're still in the first quarter. 3:03 to go. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
How ironic.
The time is
3:03.
I can read it backwards.
Sometimes.
I got it. I got to figure it out. Am I hooked up on something here?
No, you're good.
That's all the quote I got?
Yep.
That's what she said.
No. I don't know. Welcome back to Roxana and football and all the other Big Z sports, presented in part by the Simmons Hanley Conroy law firm. We're back at Roxana, back in Shell Country, and guess what? 2 touchdowns each team, running wild on offense here. We have 2 scores apiece, 4 touchdowns, Gary, in the first quarter here.
Yeah, you would hope that the missed extra point by the Shells would not come back to harm. I think there's going to be a few more scoring opportunities tonight.
We're still with a couple minutes to go here in the first quarter. A run up the middle and not much room there as the ball carrier gets up off the turf. It looks like Rockers number 2, Caden Rockers, trying to find some room. We're at 2:35 left first quarter.
Mason Forsythe there, the junior. He's 5'11", 289 pounds.
Right at that nose tackle, number 72 for the Shells. He was one of our defensive players of the game last week at Freeburg. 72 right there in the middle. And they're going to run and try to get to the edge over left tackle, but again, nothing doing. It's going to be 3rd and long, about 8 to go.
Yeah, there's good and bad to that play. It was a good stop, but it's going to bring up a passing situation.
Yeah, here comes the ball in the air from the quarterback again, Preston Baker, and he's very impressive. Number 15 in the shotgun. 2 receivers, left, 2 right. He has all kinds of choices spread across the field on 3rd and 8 from his own 32-yard line. Back to throw over the middle, man open, first down. The grab is made there, hit as he made the grab, number 7, Jack Sturkis, but he was open between the hash marks.
Yeah, Sturkis did a good job there of splitting the linebackers, found an opening right in the middle, just kind of sat down there, waited for the ball, got the first down.
Out over the 40-yard line, about the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. And a 3rd down conversion, and Breese Central's doing that on their drives on 3rd down.
Now, that's one of the first times though we've seen the quarterback just drop back, stay in the pocket.
Well, he's going to fake a pitch to Rockers, and he's going to go to a receiver on an end around here for maybe 2 yards there. Anthony Attaway, a senior, coming around the edge for 1.5 yards there.
Big James Herring, 6'1", 250-pound senior. He went all the way across the field, read it, got him before he could turn the corner, makes it 2nd and 9.
Middle linebacker, one of the senior captains for the team, number 52, Herring, right in the middle of the field, middle of the defense. 15-13 Cougars with the lead on the turf at Roxana High School. Breese Central, quarterback rolling right, wants to throw. He's going to tuck it under and run with it, and he is bumped out of bounds and rolls all the way to the track here to the near side, and it's going to be a 1st down. He's right on the mark.
Not even going to measure, they're going to give it to him.
Right on the marker over the 50-yard line.
They're going to mark it at the 47, 1st and 10, Breese Central. Quarterback showing he can run as well as throw.
That time he tucked it under and made that decision pretty quickly there. Preston Baker with another good play, the junior quarterback. Up to the line of scrimmage for Breese Central here. As they cross over midfield, snap back. They fake the handoff. They're going to throw it to the edge. Incomplete. Wells was on the blitz. He knocked the quarterback down as he was looking for a wide receiver screen. Incomplete.
And he was trying to roll out, and Wells had nothing to do with that. I got you, buddy. Brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 47.
At the Roxana 47-yard line, Breese Central with another play here. 2nd down. And we're down to 17 seconds to go, first quarter. The Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Charlie Rach Field, Roxana. Snap back, handoff to Rockers, picking his way up the middle to about the 44-yard line, gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down, but it will also be the end of the first quarter.
Jake Newton with a good stop there, grabbed him by the jersey, wouldn't let go.
And after 1 quarter, 2 touchdowns for each team. Our score, the Cougars 15, the Shells 13. 2-point lead for Breese Central after 1. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Greg Harris, Kevin Kapler, Josh Katzbrag, and Jared Cope.
Not
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
We protect your house and your car. Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
Second quarter now. Baker drops back, rolling right, looking to throw. He throws it back over the middle. Dangerous pass, but caught. And now we have, I thought we had two players down, one for each team injured. And definitely the Cougars player had the wind knocked out of him, it looks like, as he made the catch.
Yeah, as he reached up, Kaczmarek came across for that tackle, and he caught him right under the armpit. So those exposed ribs, they really took a beating on that one, and he's down now, probably taking inventory.
Down to the 34-yard line, somehow, some way, held on to the football. And the athletic trainers, each sideline coming out to check on him, but he made the catch for a first down right in the middle of the field as the quarterback rolling right to the edge, throwing back to the middle of the field.
And that's why you like for your wide receivers to wear those rib pads, to have the protection there that they need so bad.
And so we'll take an injury timeout here. 11:53 to go, first half. Second quarter just underway, and it's 15-13. The Cougars by 2 over the Shells. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Reception. Now up the middle, good room there, and good move by Rockers, and he's going to score. Right up the middle, he found a hole, made one man miss, and with 11:46 to go, a 34-yard touchdown run.
And here we go again.
11:46 to go, first half, and what do you know? This time they score on the ground, touchdown run. 34 yards, and again, it's Caden Rockers who found some room up the middle, and when you pass, sometimes you find some room to run the football.
Yeah, you kind of had an idea when that slot back moved in tight right behind the tackle that they were going to have a play up the middle, and it was very effective.
Bryce Weeder, 38, the sophomore, will kick the extra point, and that makes it Breese Central, 23. Roxana, 13. It's now a 10-point lead for the road team tonight. Breese, Illinois, the Breese Central Cougars on top. Roxana football after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports. Touchdown by Caden Rockers, and he scored his share of touchdowns this year. Came in with 5 TDs, and he has run the football quite a bit already tonight, and he scores from 34 yards away. Running up the middle, and now it's going to be a kickoff for the Cougars as they tee it up at their own 40-yard line with one of their big linemen, Griffin Thomas, a senior. And he will boot it, and the Shells let it bounce near the sideline over there. Scooped up, and here comes a penalty. And let's see, they're going to mark the ball out near the 30, but we may have a Shells penalty there.
I think the Shells are going to be guilty of an illegal block there, and they're going to go back half the distance to the goal probably.
11:42 to go, second quarter, as we are back with more action from Roxana High School. The Shells and the Cougars. The ball right now, 25-yard line actually, over there on that sideline. And now they'll mark off the penalty against Roxana on that illegal block.
I like the fact that he's taking small steps.
Nice and slow and easy to the 15-yard line.
There we go.
So 15-yard line is where the Shells will start it up this time. We've had touchdowns from Ellis and Graves so far for Roxana. They come to the near side here. Andrew Ellis trying the near side and put his knee down, mark him down at the 20-yard line, gain of about 5.
Tried to turn the corner, but the defense just wouldn't let him go any further.
So Ellis gets the carry that time. Quarterback Chris Wallach under center. Snap back, they're going to hand to Graves. He's going to try the left side, and right at the line of scrimmage, a couple of Cougars sandwiched Graves there, no gain.
Yeah, there was no opening to the outside, so Graves tried to cut back to the middle, but the middle backers for the Cougars were right there.
Roxana ready on 3rd and 5. Wallach under center. Snap back, gives to Wells. Wells leaning forward. I think he got 4, needed 5. Let's see.
He got folded up right there, a yard short.
A half yard. They're right back to the line of scrimmage on 4th and short. Handoff, Wells hit at the line, but got enough. He needed just a half yard, and he didn't get much more than that.
Got just what he needed, as they would say. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Roxana. That was a gutsy call.
No huddle still for the Shells. They're just on the go, go, go on offense. The center is 54. That's Cooper Harris, a junior. Gets ready to snap it to Wallach again. 1st down. And the ball at their own 26-yard line as Wells gained about a yard and a half. Now Wallach back to throw. Throws it to the sideline. Caught there. Grabbed there by Aiden Briggs, number 7. He made the catch on the sideline.
Not only did he make the catch, but he tiptoed on that sideline, made sure he had his toes down, inbounds for the 1st down.
Here's Graves going to go to the outside. Graves trying to turn the corner, nothing doing. Tackle for loss there as he's going to lose about 3, maybe 4.
We'll bring him down all the way back up to the 35, nope, 34-yard line.
Yeah, back inside the 35. 2nd down and long, 9:30 to go. 2nd quarter. Up under center. It's going to be Wallach, and we're going to have a penalty. False start, Roxana, and the penalties keep coming.
Just when you need them the least.
Well, that's going to push Roxana back another 5. It's going to be about 2nd down and 18 to go. As the ball's going to now go back inside the 30.
You've got to get outside the 47 for a 1st and 10.
Yeah, and they're at the 29-yard line now. So, 2nd down and 18. 9:27 remaining, 1st half. Big crowd here. Week 7. They pitch it to Briggs here on the near side, trying to break a tackle. But a shoestring tackle there, and a gain back to the original line of scrimmage or so, near the 40-yard line.
I like that call, though. If you're going to pass on third down, you may as well go ahead and pass on second.
So it's 3rd down and 9. Picked up about half of it. Now it's going to be a double reverse to Ellis. Up the middle. 1st down, Ellis. And he's brought down, and a face mask to tack on over the 50-yard line for Ellis.
The one good thing about that, the face mask did not jerk his neck to the side, just pulled his head down. Not that that's helpful, but it didn't hurt as bad. They'll give it just the 5-yard penalty, not the 15-yard variety.
That was about a 15-yard run for Ellis as, well, yeah, they do mark it 5 yards. Just over the 50-yard line. The mark was at the 48, so it goes to the 43-yard line. And so 1st and 10, new set of downs, 8:44 to go, 2nd quarter. Breese Central with a lead, 22-13 over Roxana. Here's Wallach to Wells. Wells up the middle, finds a little room, breaks a tackle, out, well, almost to the 30-yard line before his knee comes down. Evan Wells.
Give him a gain of about a dozen. It looked like Breese Central's defense just wasn't set. They were jumping all over the place. Cost them on that. Shells get another 1st down and keep moving those chains.
1st and 10, 8:20 to go, down to the 31, 32-yard line. Here's Wells again, up the middle again, and a dive, fullback dive for the big man Wells, and he's going to be inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You know, I wouldn't want to be playing defense on either one of these two teams. There's just no rest between plays.
There's a handoff, and it's going to be a jet sweep for Ellis to the near side. 1st down, inside the 10-yard line goes Andrew Ellis. 1st and goal.
Ellis with an outstanding run there, but Wells with an outstanding block on the corner that sprung him free.
About 19 yards from the 28 down to the 9-yard line.
In that red zone one more time.
1st and goal. Wallach's going to throw it, and he throws it over the middle on a slant. Touchdown! Briggs, number 7, makes the grab, and it's 6 for the Shells.
Nice play there as they came back quickly, opened up with that pass, got 6 points. Now it's 22-19. With a point after attempt coming up.
9-yard touchdown pass, so Roxana goes to the air. Wallach to Briggs. Briggs lining up on the left side, a little slant in. Now they're going to go for 2. Hand off to Wells. He's trying for the pylon. He's got it. 2 points, and it's good. 2 points gives them 8 for the touchdown and the 2-pointer, and it's 22-21 now.
Creeping ever so closely on the Shells.
2-point run for Wells as he goes over the left side. Breese Central still with the lead, but now it's 1 point, 22-21. Shells with a touchdown.
Drive started all the way back on the 15-yard line. That was an 85-yard drive for the Shells, their best of the night.
And they mix in a couple of passes that time down the field, a couple of catches by Briggs, and he gets the touchdown catch. 22-21. Cougars lead the Shells, and we're at 7:48 to go, 2nd quarter. Now Roxana's going to kick it right back to the purple and white. Each team has 3 touchdowns on the board.
I think I'm going to run out of space here on the scoring column.
Get a couple of pens ready, a couple of pads ready, and here we go. 7:48 to go, 2nd quarter, and this big crowd making a lot of noise on both sides of the field. Here's a kick coming to Dine. He's going to pitch it on a reverse to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be it. Breese Central swallowed up there, and it's going to be a return by number 13 who actually gets the ball, Kyle McDonald.
On Thursday night, most all teams work on special teams. And the one thing they tell you is if you stay in your lane, reverses won't make any difference. You just take care of your lane, and everything will take care of itself.
7:42 to go. Breese Central to the line. No huddle. As Baker gets ready. with the pistol formation. And it looks like this time he's going to have number 4, Cole Davis, behind him. Davis is going to get the run. Over the right side, he's brought down by James Herring and some other Shells there, too.
We're going to say he was down. The Shells recovered the ball, but it was after the play was blown dead.
Looked like they stripped him after, well, they're going to give him a gain of about 1 and pushed him back and then stripped the ball away from him, but the whistle had blown well before that as we head down to 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Cougars 22, Shells 21. 1-point game. Roxana trailed 22-13 a moment ago. Here's a run to Davis over the right side, and he's out to the 25-yard line. It's going to be third down.
Another passing situation for Breese Central.
Out to the 26 or close to it, so maybe third and about 5 to go. Here they go to the line of scrimmage. Roxana making a change or 2 on defense. Here's Breese Central putting the ball in the air. It's going to be to the right side. Becker, he's caught from behind at the 30. He's going to be a yard or 2 short. And now a flag flies late.
Ridiculous. That was ridiculous. After the play was over, 2 guys exchanging. One guy throws the other to the ground. About 3 minutes later, the flag comes flying.
Yeah, it did. Well, the ball is out near the 30-yard line on that pass.
Now, if right was right, they would call it on both teams.
Now they're going to get Breese Central only.
Whoa, that's even better yet. We'll take it.
How about that? And Breese Central can't be happy with that call because their player's the one that got thrown to the ground. And so, with 6:12 to go in a 1-point game, it was a dead ball whistle there, late flag.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Cougars.
Okay, now if that is dead ball, that was after third down was completed, so it should be fourth down.
4th and long. Back to the 20-yard line, 19-yard line. So they're going to have about 12 to go, 4th down.
I'm not sure Breese Central realizes that the down was lost.
Now they're going to have to use a timeout now. Yep, timeout, Breese Central, as they talk it over. And it's going to be 4th and 12.
You know, we could have one of those unheard of things, hunt tonight.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those yet. So we'll see. 6:12 to go, second quarter. Back and forth we go. Back after this. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
They trail by 1 point, 22-21. 4th and long, here comes the punt. And it's a high, short kick. It's going to hit about the 35. Out of bounds it goes, and they'll be in Breese Central territory.
It might have been about as well off the go part the way that punt was.
Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10, first down. Well, it was kicked out of bounds, so it's going to be inside the 30-yard line is where they're going to mark it. 27-yard line. How about that? That was about where the first down marker was.
I was going to say, They were on the 26, I believe it was.
So about a 15-yard punt, maybe. So here we go, 27 yards away. And the Shells have the football. What do you know? Back again. 6:05 left. Man in motion is Ellis. It's going to be Wells, though. Diving over the right side, diving inside the 25 to the 23-yard line for Wells.
Good job there of just running straight ahead. That's what he's doing best tonight.
4 yards for Wells. 2nd down and 6. 5:40 to go till halftime. Wallach, man in motion. That man in motion gets it. Ellis, he's tripped up. And they'll mark it near the 20-yard line, maybe inside the 20. It is going to be a yard short, 19-yard line.
Yeah, the defender for Breese Central just barely clipped him on the top of the foot, and that's what brought him down.
Here's Wells diving forward, leaning forward, following the offensive line. 1st down in the red zone, Roxana.
Just keep churning those knees, keep churning the yards, heading towards payday.
Wells gets the ball down to the 18-yard line. Actually, the 14-yard line. Wallach's going to throw it. Rolling right. Throws it near the pylon. And it's caught. Touchdown, Roxana. Right near the pylon. It's caught. It's Briggs again, keeping his feet in near that front pylon.
Anyone who's done that twice, 3 times tonight, is tiptoeing on that sideline, making sure he stays inbound, makes the catch. With that catch, the Shells take the lead.
14-yard touchdown pass. Wallach to Briggs. The last 2 scores have been Wallach in the air to Briggs. Back-to-back TDs. Joe Newton, the extra point. It's good. And the Roxana Shells take the lead 28-22 over the Cougars here in the 2nd quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
The Breese Central Cougars, and that's their kicking game.
Yeah, that short punt gave Roxana a short field. 27-yard scoring drive that time, and here's the kick by Joe Newton. It's going to take a bounce at the 20, rolling on the turf, and is the ball loose? Let's see. Nope, it looks like Central comes up with it. No, Roxana ball. Now they point to Roxana. Shells have the football as it was bouncing on the turf.
That's one thing you cannot do. You cannot let that ball bounce. If at all possible, you need to field it in the air. That time the Cougars let it bounce, and the bouncing ball went the Shells' way.
Roxana recovers. Our first turnover of the game, if you will. And Roxana football with 4:56 to go at the 18-yard line. They're in the red zone. Shells 28, Cougars 22. In this 2nd quarter, Roxana has the momentum now. Wallach hands to Graves. Graves tried to take it outside, still stringing it outside. The Cougars defense, and that's going to be a big loss. Back near 25, 30-yard line, depending on where they mark it.
think they'll spot it at about the 25, but as you said, that's going to be a loss of 7.
Graves' last 2 carries have been for negative yardage as the Cougars have been able to string those runs out by Graves. And so, with 4:20 to go till halftime, Shells up by 6. They have the ball. 2nd down and long now. From the Breese Central 25-yard line. Wallach back. He's going to throw it. Looking over the middle. Now he's chased. He has to get rid of it. He throws it away. Incomplete. In the area of Briggs and Cale Hester, number 11.
But that was a very smart play, getting rid of that, because he was going to lose about 10 more yards had he waited just a second longer.
3rd down now. 3rd down and 17 from the 25-yard line.
Maybe an unconventional call that I'm not altogether opposed to letting Evan Wells have it right up the shoot.
Or maybe pass.
Spread everybody out, make them think you're going to pass, and give him the ball right up the gut.
He's alone in the backfield as always. Man in motion. Wells is going to block for Andrew Ellis. Ellis turning the corner to the near sideline, near the pylon. He's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a 1st and goal.
Again, you're going to say Ellis on the run, but you got to say Wells on that block that keyed him to turn the corner.
From the 25-yard line on 3rd and 17. Now Wells running up the middle from the 3-yard line. Diving down near the 1 or just outside the 1-yard line.
That yardage gets very difficult to acquire when you get close to that goal line.
Evan Wells hasn't scored yet, but that's about to change, I believe. Here's a handoff. Wells leaning forward. Hit. Now he's in. Touchdown. Evan Wells. 1-yard touchdown. Plunge for 24.
Big guy with a couple of key blocks on the last few plays. That time he gets his number called, and he brings it in for a 1-yard touchdown. And now, don't look, but the momentum is squarely over here on the side of the Roxana Shell.
Yeah, they've scored 3 touchdowns in a row. 2 in the air. Wallach to Briggs. This one, though, after the turnover on the kickoff, it's a 1-yard touchdown run after converting that 3rd and 17 on the run by Ellis. Wells gets in from 1 yard out. The kick, the extra point is good. The Shells had 35 at halftime last week. They've got 35 here before halftime again.
But to pick up 14 points, like you said, within a span of a little over a minute and a half.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
We protect your house and your car because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
Has 2 TD catches and 35-22 our score.
Or as you would say, a typical Roxana Shell.
That's right. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Players of the Game. Shells Players of the Game coming up. Here's a handoff to Rockers. Outside, he's brought down near the 30-yard line. Gain of a couple.
Rockers is listed at 5'11", 170. He looks more like a receiver than he does a fullback.
He's going to get to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Herring in on that tackle, the middle linebacker. And the pistol, and Baker wants to throw. Looking long to the sideline, and almost picked off over there by the Shells on the sideline. The ball just a little overthrown.
And that one should have been intercepted, and there's a guy out there on the field who knows he should have had that one. Maybe he wouldn't be running back the other way, but the interception opportunity was there, but poor Jordan Carter just simply could not haul it in.
30, Jordan Carter. Got both hands on it. Came to the turf, though, and it bounced out of his hands. 3rd down and long. Baker rolling left, rolling, and he overthrows the intended receiver there. It's incomplete. It's 4th and 8. The Cougars have to punt it away.
Max Autry with some good defense there coming up, as well as Carruthers.
And so, just like that, it's going to be a 3 and out. And again, the Shells have all the momentum here in this second quarter as they came into the quarter trailing.
And remember what the sophomore did last time. He tried to put a foot into it.
Let's see what happens this time. A little bit better to the 50, and it bounces out of bounds there. It's still going to be decent position, obviously. Field position near midfield.
He's very upset with himself, though. He feels like he should have gotten a better foot into it. Almost like a soccer-type kick there where they take 2 or 3 steps before he kicks. And that time his momentum took him off to the sideline. Shell's going to get the ball at midfield.
Well, after one quarter, it was 15-13, Breese Central. They bumped that lead up to 22-13 early in the second quarter. But now, back to back to back. 3 touchdowns in a row for the Shells, and they're rolling now.
22 unanswered points.
Here's a handoff to Ellis coming to the near side, and he is swallowed up after a gain of about 3 over the 50-yard line. As he comes to the right side, the wing T, the right wing is Graves, the left wing is Ellis, and Wells in the backfield. Wallach going to throw it to the edge and through the hands. Low throw to Briggs this time, incomplete.
And that time I think he started running before he caught it. As you said, he couldn't scoop it up. In baseball, I imagine he'd have had that one.
Of course. 1:58 to go. Halftime approaching here. 3rd and 7 now, though. Big 3rd down, but the Shells have converted a lot of 3rd downs lately, including that big 3rd and 17 in the red zone.
Well, this is one where you would really like to make it on 3rd down. You don't want to have to make a difficult decision on 4th down here at midfield.
Is it going to go to Wells? Is it going to go in the air? Nope, Wells is going to block for Graves, and maybe a face mask in there on the tackle. Graves tackled at the 45-yard line, gain of a couple.
Yeah, but it's not going to be a 5-yard variety this time. I think this is going to be a big-time personal foul.
And it is a face mask.
They'll mark off 15.
And it's going to be
personal foul, face mask.
Yeah, a couple yards for Graves, but then you add 15 for Roxana on the penalty. And so, move that ball all the way down to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be just inside the 30, 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Still plenty of time left.
For the Shells, for sure. Are they going to get 40 or more before halftime? Here's Wallach back to throw, rolling right, looking for Briggs again, and he almost caught it, but probably would have been out of bounds here on the near side. Incomplete.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 29. Kind of interesting the way Wallach threw that ball. It was almost like he was jumping. Both feet were off the ground as he released it.
It ended up in a good place because only the offense could catch that ball. The defense didn't have a chance for the interception, but it was out of bounds here on the near side and inside the 5-yard line. but incomplete. Second down. Hand off to Ellis. Turns the corner. The 30. Down near the 20. Tiptoeing on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, I think at the 15-yard line. Gain of 14 for Ellis. When Ellis comes from the left to the right, he has a caravan in front of him there. Linemen, running backs, receivers, all blocking.
And they're all a bunch of headhunters. They're looking for somebody to hit.
They are. Here's a timeout and a flag, maybe a false start on the offense. Yep, Roxana penalty. With just 1:20 to go, halftime coming up, but the Shells are in the red zone. Well, not anymore.
Mark it at the 20, make it a 1st and 15. As you said, still plenty of time.
As the Shells have scored 5 touchdowns in this first half. Trailing for part of this half, about a half of the first half they trailed. But the 3 touchdowns in a row have given them this lead of 35-22. Here's Wells breaking a tackle at the line of scrimmage, knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down.
They're going to mark him at the 10.
Well, he stepped out at the 10, yeah.
Make it a 2nd and 5.
So he stepped out at the 10-yard line, they say. Maybe the 9, closer to the 9-yard line. Let's see what happens on 2nd down and 4. 1:15 to go. Wells over the right side, near the 5. Down to the 4 he goes. 1st and goal, Shells.
Knew what he had to get. He just lowered his shoulder, went right to it. 1st and goal.
No huddle. They're ready to go again. Terrell Graves over the left side, and he's caught from behind. Another tackle for loss for number 35. He's out to the 7-yard line. Loss of about 3. We'll call it 2, but because they mark it at the 6-yard line now. 2nd and goal from the 6. Wallach wanting to throw it, looking. Now he's going to have to run it near the pylon, and he's bumped out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and goal near the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that play was designed to be one step, quick pass, wasn't there. Wallach had to bring it down and just get what he could.
And so 32 seconds left, 3rd and goal. Quarterback Wallach gets the play from head coach Wade DeVries. Now they're going to huddle up. They huddle up for the play on 3rd and goal. 3 yards away from pay dirt once again. Here we go. And a pitch to Wells, but half of the offensive line was moving before the snap. False start. Penalty on Roxana, and they've had a lot of them.
That will move the ball back to the 8-yard line and make it 3rd and goal from there.
So 8 yards away, 3rd and goal, 30 seconds left. As they get ready, 35-22 score. Shells lead the Cougars. Roxana here at home over Breese Central for sole possession of first place in the Cahokia Conference.
35 points, you feel like you need every one.
Wallach, a pass there, a lob to Briggs, too far and out of bounds and incomplete. 4th down, I think it's going to be Joe Newton for the kick.
As I said, you need every point you can get.
That's right.
You don't want to go into the locker room without converting and getting points on this last drive.
To make it 38-22. Still be a 2-score game, but it would be a 16-point lead. And it's going to be a 25-yard field goal attempt. 26 seconds to go till halftime. Briggs, the holder. Joe Newton, number 2, gets ready for the kick. 25-yarder. The hold down, the kick is up, and it is good. Shells with a field goal, and they lead it now 38-22 over Breese Central.
And so that drive, we started at the 50-yard line.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Here, but we still have 19 seconds to go. So here's the kick. Joe Newton kicks it to the 10, to the 5. It's going to roll into the end zone on a couple of bounces there. Touchback. And it'll be Breese Central, and they may just take a knee here and talk it over at halftime. We'll see.
With the passing game that they have, if I were Roxana, I would say set your safeties deep. Nobody gets behind you.
Yeah, they're going to have 3 or 4 players back here near the 35, 40-yard line. So here we go. And they're in the pistol with receivers left and right. And it's going to be a handoff and a bobble there. And the Shells had it. Now I think Breese Central got it back as they were rolling around on the turf there at the 15-yard line.
It was going to be a draw as he was wanting to hand it off, looking like he was rolling out to his right, and then the handoff to the running back. He didn't make connections, but that's going to be it for the first half.
Well, that's it. That's the way the first half ends. Breese Central runs out the clock, and our score at halftime, the Shells 38, the Cougars 22. You're listening.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
She said,
hold it wide, keep going. And then as the camera approaches the field, then we'll get it closer.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
But the first thing of a good month, basically.
goodness she got you a blanket. I'm just chastising your son. That's exactly what I told him. He says, what was leaving at Breese yesterday? And I said, and it's 60 today.
All right, I'll be Hi, Denise.
How are you? You think what?
Driving down and catching on the left.
Hey, game's looking pretty good. All kinds of fun people here in a second. Oh, look at this. All right, well, you continue to. I admit, yeah, one of them.
Everybody's away.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
We protect your house and your car. Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganass Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganass Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganass Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
We protect your house and your car. Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Red River game. Oh, I guess we're ready. Excuse me. I'm not ready, but... Welcome back to Roxana High School. Third quarter, just about ready to get underway, and 5 touchdowns on the board. And a field goal to cap it off there before halftime. Roxana's up 38-22. Halftime score here. Gary Boker and Brent Birkland back with you at Roxana High School.
Yeah, for the Shells, you always like it when you can score at the end of the second quarter and get the ball to start the third quarter.
And hopefully score again. They've already scored some back-to-back scores there. That second quarter was all in favor of the Roxana Shells. And Roxana going to return the kick here. And a short kick bouncing on the turf. And they're going to be at the 44-yard line. Shells 1st and 10.
Yeah, as you said, Breese Central, they scored to open up things in the second quarter at the 11:46 mark. Took a 22-13 lead. That's been the last point scored by the Cougars.
As you mentioned, 25 points in a row. 3 touchdowns and then that field goal. And the touchdowns again. Ellis, Graves, Briggs, and Wells. 4 different players have scored the 5 touchdowns, but that's nothing new. The 3 running backs getting in on the act. Here's Ellis turning the corner. Andrew Ellis gets a block. Now Terrell Graves gives him another block, and he's down inside the 30-yard line to the 29-yard line.
What a run there. He started on the 44-yard line, ended up on the 29.
Here's a power drive by Evan Wells up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 or 4 more, and the Shells are on the move once again.
Somebody said, give Wells the ball. Let's let that big line do some work.
Wells gets a couple, and they'll pitch to him to the outside now, and he'll follow his blockers here on the near sideline. Wells down near the 10-yard line. Ball was on the 26, and it's going to be 1st and goal around the 9 or 10-yard line now.
Good job there, as you said, following that big offensive line. Let them open the hole, send you right on through.
And I have Ellis and Wells both over 100 yards each, unofficially, here in this ball game now. They're going to fake it to Wells. This time they'll go to the edge, and Terrell Graves to the 10-yard line. That's going to be no gain, it looks like. Maybe a loss of a yard. As Graves has had 4 or 5 carries where he's had negative yardage. He's at 60 yards rushing total. Here's Evan Wells trying to find some room here on the near side. He runs out of room and runs out of bounds. Down near the 7 or 8 yard line, he's out of bounds. Gain of about 3 to the 8 yard line. And so, 10:55 to go, third quarter. Shells on the move. Wallach under center. Rolling to his left. Pitches it out to the tight end. Touchdown, Cale Hester, number 11. Touchdown, Roxana Shells. Wallach in the air again.
Wallach knowing what to do. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the evening.
Wallach's first 2 TDs in the air going to Briggs. This one going to Hester. Hester scored 2 touchdowns last week at Freeburg. And now he has a score here, and another Shell gets in on the act of touchdowns. And here's Joe Newton with the extra point. It's good. 45-22. The Roxana Shells have added to their lead here. They score a bunch, 25 and points in a row in the second quarter. And what do you know? Here to start the third quarter, they tack on another touchdown, and they lead it now 45-22.
Free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
As he goes the wrong way, Sean Mayberry, number 8, the first man there for the Shells.
Just keep on pursuing. Don't let him have an opportunity to turn the corner. Good things will happen.
So there you go, 10:41 to go, third quarter. Shells on defense. They're going to give him forward progress, basically. 19-yard line. First and 10, Breese Central, and they haven't scored in a long time since real early in the second quarter when they went up by 9 points. But since then, all Shells.
The Shells' pass defense has come to terms with that passing game, and Breese Central kind of settling down. They haven't had the big hits like they had earlier.
23-point lead now for Roxana as the Shells offense huddles up here over on the sideline. They're going to talk some things over with Coach Wade DeVries. Right now, Roxana on defense, though. Breese Central in the pistol. Baker, the quarterback, rolling. Herring almost got him with a sack, and now he leaps into the air and throws it away. Out of bounds. Or was he out before he threw the ball?
He's out altogether as he ran across all the lanes of the track and fell into the fence on the outside there. Luckily for him, he bounced up and seems like he's okay.
Well, they're going to say he got rid of the ball before he went out of bounds, so they'll bring it back to the 20.
He had 2 receivers that were open, but they were so deep there was no way he could find either one of them.
So 9:54 to go, third quarter. And third and long again, 3rd and 9. Receivers left and right. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right.
21, that's his favorite.
He's got 2 touchdowns to Becker tonight. 2 touchdown passes. Here's one that is low and caught, or is it trapped? It's going to be incomplete, as it is Becker, number 19, sliding to the turf. But incomplete. Griffin Becker there. And so it's punting time again. 9:45 to go, third quarter.
The last couple of times we've seen this guy put a foot on the ball, it's gone off to the side. This time, however, he's over on the left hash mark, which means as he kicks it, there's a lot of wide open room to the right.
And let's see what happens here as he's back his own 10-yard line, and he punts it away near midfield. And it's going to hit and roll close to the 50-yard line. It'll be down there in Roxana ball. They'll have a short field again, 47 yards away from another score.
Now, the kicking game is a big factor in the game of football, and the Shells are seeing this to their advantage tonight, as they've had 3 different short fields as a result of 4 punts.
And right around midfield again, this time the Breese Central 47-yard line. 9:34 to go, third period. First and 10, Roxana. The Shells get ready to go again, and the snap back, and I think the whistle blew before the snap. for some reason. And they'll sort this out on 1st and 10. Referee, no signal yet.
He's talking, but no one's listening. Microphone's not on.
That's the life of a referee anyway, right?
It's the life of a teacher. Did I say that out
You
loud?
did. You did. 1st and 10. And I guess they're going to do it again. The ball wasn't ready for play. So Shell's ball here, and now they whistle and call a timeout.
The Breese Central coach would like an explanation.
Like, what was the whistle for? And now Wade DeVries will talk it over too with side judge. So 9:32 to go. Roxana ball. Once we get going once again here, the Shells have scored again already here in the third quarter. And Wallach to Hester a moment ago for an 8-yard touchdown pass.
Well, the referee took an explanation over to Coach Short. I don't think he was too happy with it, but he'll have to accept it. That's all he's going to get.
Yeah, he's not buying it. But here we go. It's a double reverse to Ellis. Ellis trying to get away, and he's going backwards to his own 40-yard line, and he's going to be hit and brought down there as he waited, and that was it.
Now, that play just did not go the right direction at all. I think I might throw that one out of the playbook for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'd say so. About a 13-yard loss or so there for Ellis. It's going to be 2nd down and long. Yeah, 2nd down and 24 to go. Need to get to the 37 of Breese Central. And now they're at their own 39-yard line. Wallach snap back. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to be hit and brought down. It's going to be a sack, maybe just 1-yard loss.
Good job there by Wallach of holding onto that ball and protecting. Kind of like a sixth sense. He realized coming up from behind was a big guy in a white jersey.
Owen Shoemaker, it looked like 18 with a sack there. And with 8:40 to go here in the third quarter, Roxana will have it 3rd and long. A loss of only about 1 yard there, as it turned out. And here's Graves in motion. They're going to run the football on 3rd and long, 3rd and 25. And he runs up to the 50-yard line, and we're going to have a penalty.
Let's see whether that's going to be a face mask, and if so, see if it's a personal foul.
Illegal block, holding, you never know. Which way will they point here?
Could be a sideline warning. Oh.
That's a penalty against the Shells.
There's a situation. Do you take that holding? Do you decline it?
Now they're going to decline it. It's going to be 4th and about 13 to go, depending on how close to the 50 they mark this football. So it is declined. It is 4th down. Right on the 50-yard line. They need 13 yards, and I think they'll just punt this one away. Andrew Ellis, number 3, back to kick. First punt of the game. Here we go, number 3, punting it away. It appears. Here's a snap that's bobbled. It hits the turf. He's on the run and kicks it away.
How in the world did he get that off?
He got it off. He was on the move, sprinting to his right, and he booted it on the fly.
That is the play of the game thus far tonight, Brent. There is no way he should have been able to get that one off. Not only did he get it off, but he sent that thing soaring.
And he gets a big hand on the sideline. Andrew Ellis, an athletic play for sure. And the punt went down to the 19-yard line, Breese Central. So,
what an outstanding athletic move there. Running, being chased. He was heading to the sideline. Sidewinder kick all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Wow.
man in motion for Breese Central. They have the ball back now. in the pistol. Rolling right. Baker's going to fire behind the intended receiver there. Jack Sturkis, number 7, incomplete.
Now, Sturkis was running it down and out, but he hesitated before he cut out to allow the outside receiver to clear the safety deep. Then he had one guy underneath him. Problem was the pass was thrown low and behind him. Couldn't make the connection. 2nd and 10.
Shells make a change. Linebacker Evan Wells comes in. Sean Mayberry checks out. 7:54 to go. Breese Central, 2nd down and 10. Roxana with a big lead, 45-22. There's a dive up the middle for 1 yard, maybe a yard and a half. 3rd down. Out to the 21, they mark it.
Coming up on the stop there was Braden Johnson.
Shells on D. And each team has had to punt now, back-to-back here in this 3rd quarter. We've had 1 touchdown, 1 score in the 3rd quarter. It was Roxana through the air, an 8-yard touchdown pass. 45-22 Shells. Here's one over the middle, and it's tipped, and it's intercepted. Roxana will have the football on a tip. Number 30 almost had an interception earlier. Jordan Carter has one now.
That one, he looked right into his hands, made sure of it. Outstanding job there. As you said, the tip drill, you work on it so many times in practice, but it could never be done any more perfect than it was that time by Jordan Carter.
So a little slant in there on the left hash mark, and the ball little on the high side. It was tipped, and 30 makes the pick there. Jordan Carter returning it to the 23-yard line. So Shells have set up shop near the red zone again. Wallach hands to Wells. Evan Wells running ahead, straight ahead near the 20 he goes. Going to pick up about 3 yards.
There's a certain gentleman out here, I know he paid for a ticket, but he didn't pay to be able to block my view.
I'm going to say if you stand up, it may not matter, but I'll keep that to myself. Okay. Wells runs to the right. Evan Wells again. 2 carries in a row, and he's down near the 15, 14-yard line. 3rd and short. Now they give it to Wells again as he leans forward. Probably has 2 yards and a 1st down. 1st down, Evan Wells, as they keep it on the inside. Tackle to tackle with 24.
Nothing fancy.
6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's a handoff coming to the near side. Andrew Ellis is going to walk into the end zone. 12-yard touchdown run. Andrew Ellis, number 3, will score.
That is his 2nd touchdown tonight. 10-1 lead back in the 1st quarter. A 33-yard touchdown run. This one for 12.
12-yard touchdown run, and just like that, the Shells have scored again after the interception. And now Joe Newton will try to tack on another extra point. Point number 52 for the Shells. The kick is good, but there's a flag, and it's on Roxana. Illegal shift. And Newton kicked it up and in, but so I think they're going to push him back. 5:58 to go. That's the time of the latest touchdown for Roxana as they put another one in. Ellis from 12 yards out.
Simply a 4-play, 23-yard drive. Give them the short field. They'll take advantage of it. Did it once again.
Seems like all their drives are under 10 plays, maybe 5 to 7 plays average.
Yes.
Something like that. They push them back, and it'll be a 25-yard extra point now. Joe Newton boots it through again. It's good. 52-22. It's a 30-point lead for the Roxana Shells on their way to 7-0 on the season. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
5 touchdowns in a row, I believe, and they added a field goal in there too right before halftime. Here's another kick bouncing around on the turf and back near the 5-yard line. The return man is knocked to the ground. This time it'll be Logan Prater, number 58, with a tackle.
And as they say, when it rains, it pours. It just seems like the Roxana Shells went into the locker room at halftime with a lot of momentum. They brought even more out with them here in the third quarter.
And they just keep on the aggressive and intense, and they just keep their motor running, and it's 52-22 Shells.
And you got to credit your coaching staff to go in at halftime and don't only make adjustments, but make sure they maintain the intensity.
Here's Breese Central with a pass to the near side. Griffin Becker tripped up, made the catch, and out near the 19-yard line for a first down. Baker to Becker, and that worked for a couple of touchdowns early in the game for Breese Central when they had the lead early on.
I noticed the Roxana secondary, they were doing a good job on the backside. Once the pass was completed, they were coming cross-field, getting the angle they would need if he pursued on down the field.
Their quarterback now, number 15, Preston Baker, kind of limping around there. So I'm not sure if he got hit. And this one goes up the middle, and some extra hits there after the whistle.
I told you, he had a fight with the fence over there a while ago when he got run out of bounds.
Yeah, he's still bending over, and I'm not sure if it's a leg or an ankle, but he's definitely hobbling in the shotgun and the pistol for Central.
And when you're 30 points down, it hurts even more.
Oh, it does. I'm hurting, Coach. 52-22 Roxana. Third quarter, 4:50 to go. They're in the pistol here, and Baker is back to throw it. He throws it to the far side. It's caught.
He's down.
Shell's giving him a lot of room, and he was down on a knee when he caught it near the 24, 25-yard line.
He had a lot more yardage to gain there, but as he went to catch it, he dropped that knee down. There are times where I think that maybe they should allow that to go down. Because in baseball, that's what you teach them to do. Go down on the knee to get the ground ball.
So, third down and about 6 to go. Breese Central at their own 23-yard line. And Baker gets the play from the sideline. 30-point lead for the home team. Snap back, Baker looking to throw to that far side again, near the sideline. It's a catch, and what a catch. Jack Sturkis, number 7, on the sideline.
Outstanding catch over on the sideline. You cannot fault the defense there. That was outstanding defense. It was just a perfectly thrown ball, and Mason Crump had nothing more to do except reach out and try to get a piece of it. He could not. It goes a first down.
Out to the 37-yard line of Central now. Cougars ball, their own side of midfield here. They rush the quarterback. He's rolling right. He's down. It's a sack over there. Near the 30-yard line it goes. Couple of shells there, including Carruthers.
Yeah, Carruthers come up from behind. Puts a waylay on it.
To the 32-yard line, a loss of about 5 yards. Sack. So second down and 15, Breese Central. Central a record of 5-1. They are 3-0 in the Cahokia Conference. Here's a run by Davis. He is met by a couple of shells, including Herring there. 52 at the line of scrimmage.
There were 3 different shells that just waylaid him and drove him straight back. He's thinking, why did you give me that ball?
Braden Johnson, one of them, along with 52, James Herring. And so it's 3rd down and 13 to go. 2:50 to go, 3rd quarter. 3rd and long, and the shotgun. They fake the handoff, a high throw, but Becker makes the catch. He ducks down near the 44-yard line. He's going to be about 3 yards short, 4th down.
Becker does not appreciate those kind of passes where you have to really go up high to get him. You expose yourself, and boy, those ribs, they were there for the taking.
And so, 4th and short. Breese Central Cougars going to have to go for it, down by 30, I guess.
You have to consider their kicking game as well.
Yeah. Here we go. 4th and 3, their own 44.
That's what they're looking for.
Try to get the shells off sides, and I think they did.
Yep, he's going to get it.
And it is offsides on the defense, and that'll be a 1st down. Oh, no, they're going to go the other way. Offsides Central. I thought it looked like the shells were offsides. We're right on the line here.
I thought the official signal was offside defense.
Now he says false start on the purple.
I don't know, that new glasses, but still got old eyes.
1:35 to go, 3rd quarter. So now it's 4th down and about 8 to go instead of 3 to go. Baker over the middle and tipped and almost intercepted. If he makes the catch, it's a 1st down, but Jack Sturkis could not hang on.
And once again, that was Andrew Ellis. He came up, knocked that ball loose right from between his hands. Outstanding defensive stand by the Shells, and they'll get the ball once again in the short field.
They've already scored over 40 points over 50 points in the game. Let's see what happens here. They're 39 yards away. Well, they've had a couple of games in the 40s. Their last 2 games in the 50s. They scored 57 over Salem, 55 at Freeburg. They have 52 already here tonight. Here's Wells running to the right, back to the middle of the field between the hash marks. He is down near the 32-yard line.
Nice move there for a 7-yard gain. Planted that foot, cut back to the inside, made an extra 4 or 5 yards out of that. Second, let's call it 3.
Wells again up the middle, and the big man puts his head down. 6'4", 220 pounds, 1st and 10.
And that offensive line is really opening up some holes for him.
Quick snap again. They'll give it to Wells one more time, and he leans forward again. Down near the 20-yard line he goes.
Gabe Smith, one of those linemen out there doing a good job. Caden Davis, another offensive lineman. The big boys up front, they're getting her done tonight.
And the offensive line, it has had an incredible year. Here's Terrell Graves jumping a little bit before the snap. And that'll be a false start on the offense, 5 yards.
Cooper Harris, 6'1", 189-pound junior. Remember that offensive line out there?
He's a center.
Ethan Broadfoot is doing a job as well.
Look at the size of him.
Ethan goes 6'7".
6'7".
253. Wow.
6'7".
You know, it's nice to have him around because he knows when the rain comes for you and the rest of us.
I got you. 52-22, last play of the 3rd quarter, it looks like. Here's a pitch to Evan Wells, comes to the near side, trying to turn the corner. And 4 or 5 Cougars it takes to bring him down, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter here tonight. Week 7, high school football at Roxana High. Shells 52, the Cougars 22. They're in that 3rd quarter. 2 touchdowns for Roxana, that was it. Breese Central hasn't scored for a while.
RiverBender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
We protect your house and your car. Because we know they're the launching pad to their dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance.
For Roxana there in that quarter to bump their lead from 38-22 to 52-22.
Give the ball to the big guy and just feed the beast.
Wells is going to go forward some more on 3rd and 6 from the 20-yard line. He's going to gain about 9 or 10. Now they give the ball up the middle, and Wells is hit. He spins around, and he's going to lose yardage for maybe just the first or second time all night long.
With 11:46 to go in the second quarter, Breese Central punched in a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
They have not done so since.
39 points in a row, if I can do math. Something like that.
I'm not taking my shoes off, so forget about it.
Here's a handoff to Ellis, but flags fly. It's another false start on the Roxana Shells here. With 11 minutes to go, 11 minutes left in the ball game now. We're in the fourth quarter.
And right now I'm going to predict it's going to be a long bus ride home back to Breese. They're going to taste defeat for the second time this season. Their first loss came in the first game of the year against a very good Highland team.
3-0 in the conference. Roxana 3-0. Next week, Shells and Oilers in week 8. And that'll wrap up the Cahokia Conference season for Roxana. And Breese Central, I believe, will finish up with Columbia next week. Here's Wallach rolling to the left, and he wants some blockers. He's going to try to run it in, and he is upended there. And maybe a block in the back as a flag comes in. Roxana may be charged with an illegal block here. Let's see. They'll sort it out. 2 flags down there near the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah, Wallach had a receiver open, but as he was running to his left, there was no way he could load the arm up.
He tucked it under quickly and started to make his move toward the end zone. The blue turf in the end zone, but they are going to walk back the other way. It'll be against Roxana. And let's see, 14-yard line. So a 10-yard penalty.
From where the penalty occurred, they actually end up gaining 2 yards.
How about that? Well, the penalty, penalty was all the way inside the 5, down near the end of that play when they were blocking for Wallach. So now they'll say 14-yard line and 2nd and goal. Pitch to Wells. He's going outside this time, and he's trying to turn the corner. Kind of runs out of room there on the sideline, though. And a gain of a couple. I have him for about 25 carries in this game.
Yeah, and that's just not his forte. He doesn't really like going to the outside and getting strung out. He'd rather go right at you and see what you got.
And hopefully he can turn the corner when he goes outside, but if he has to go all the way near the sideline, then they can usually get the angle on him. Well, they set up the wing tee again. Ellis to the left, Graves to the right. And Wallach back to throw. He's going to throw it back to Graves. He's open. Got it at the 10 to the 5. Graves is knee down at about the 1 yard line.
Couldn't have got any closer. I love that play call, though. Showed everything going to the right, rolled out that way, and then the throwback. Graves had one guy to beat. He pretty much beat him, but it's 4th and 1.
Evan Wells up the middle as they try to get 1 yard. No signal yet.
The other side there, I thought did.
And it's going to be inside the 1 yard line. Well, it's going to go over on downs to Breese Central. They're going to be back at their 1 yard line. Didn't get in.
Neither official on either side would give a clarification that he got across the goal line, so it'll be dead at the 1. And the Breese Central Cougar defense stopped the Shells a few times tonight.
And we've had touchdowns. We had a field goal. Could we have a safety now by this defense? The Shells playing some great D the last 3 quarters of the game.
I wouldn't begin to call you greedy.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. You know that's what the defense is thinking now.
Come firing across. Here we go.
If they're at the 1 yard line, here we go. It's a run up the middle, little room up the middle, out near the 10 yard line. The ball carrier looks like Rockers, number 2.
Luke Hartman, perhaps a touchdown saving tackles. He was into the secondary.
Sometimes that's when the field is open in the middle and you get those 98, 99 yarders. Rockers is in the backfield with the quarterback Becker once again. 8:50 to go in the ball game. Here's a run up the middle, nothing doing there. And the ball carrier not going to get much. Rockers again. And
James Herring there to meet him.
9 yard line. After the game, our Munganest Alton Toyota players of the game. So stay tuned for that. Shells players of the game coming up. 8:20 to go in the ball game now. 3rd down and about 2.5 to go for the Cougars. They'll run over the left side. That'll be a 1st down out near the 15-yard line. The ball carrier, Rockers again.
Nick Newton had hold of him by the waist, but just simply couldn't bring him down before he got the 1st down.
Nick Newton, a 6'1", 220-pound senior, number 50. He's on that defensive line, 50. Well, it's a 1st down, new set of downs for Breese Central as they look over the middle, and it's going to be a bomb to Becker and almost caught at the 50-yard line. He got a hand on it, and Becker was almost to the end zone.
I was afraid you were going to say Baker to Becker one more time.
It almost happened again.
They hooked up a couple times, and that time just barely out of his reach.
Boy, did he fire that one from his own 10-yard line to the 50-yard line on a rope.
Yeah, usually what happens there is the guy in the secondary, the defender, gets caught looking in the backfield, and he lets that receiver get a step on him, and you never get that step back.
2nd down and 10, their own 14-yard line. Shells make a couple of changes. Mason Crump, one of the new players in for the Shells again in the rotation. Now Rockers trying to stretch it out to the left side, and nothing doing there.
Max Autry coming up big on the defense.
And we may have a Cougar that's down there. It might be the receiver, maybe a cramp, but it's looks like Griffin Becker too on the edge there.
He's working on that foot. Looks like it is a cramp. Hopefully nothing more serious.
Roxana 52-22 over Breese Central. We're in the 4th quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Personal foul.
It's the first time I've been able to actually hear him.
Yeah.
So coming out of that injury timeout, we also have a personal foul roughing on Roxana's defense as we're back to action here on the Big Z. This broadcast and all our sports, including football, presented and brought to you in part by the Simmons Hanley Conroy Law Firm. Breese Central ball. Gary Boker and Brent Birkland back with you with 7:15 to go in the game. Here's a run up the middle, and it goes to Rockers for a couple.
Rockers with a good run up the shoot there, and Crump comes up with the tackle as he got hold of him. Wouldn't let go. Give him a gain of about 7. Let's call it 2nd and 3.
52-22, Roxana. Again, we mentioned 39 points in a row for the Shells, who trailed early in the second quarter, 22-13, but they've turned that around in a big way. Much of that before halftime, but then in the third quarter, they tacked on 2 more touchdowns. And now in the fourth quarter, throw high, but looks like it's caught for a first down there outside the 40-yard line for Breese Central.
But there's a situation where the Roxana defense is playing prevent defense. Keep him in front of you, so they let him make the catch, but not a big game.
Well, that was Becker again. Good to see Griffin Becker right back in there, number 19. And once again, the pistol at their own 43-yard line. Baker pumps once. Now he's going deep to Becker down the sideline. He got him at the 20 and inside the 20-yard line. What a beautiful throw as he dropped it in there between some defenders right on the sideline.
Yeah, Kaczmarek had the safety help. He was trying to get over there, but just couldn't outrun the ball.
And so with 6:17 to go, they mark him out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. First down, Breese Central here, halfway through the fourth quarter. Central's going to hand it off. Looks like Rocker's going to go between the tackles, follow his center, the guards, and inside the 20 into the red zone for the purple here.
Like Braden Johnson once again coming up on the tackle. Johnson leading the team on the season with 56 tackles coming into tonight's action.
12 is very active on defense for Roxana. One of the linebackers. It looked like the Shells moved there before the snap once again, but no offsides. It's going to be Rockers. Over the left side he goes. He's caught from behind and brought down by 50, Newton. And so Newton brings him down at close, well, the 16. I'll make it the 11-yard line, down near the 10.
Looks like you're going to give him a 1st and 10.
Yep, 1st and 10 at the 11.
And this is a situation where Breese Central, they're not playing to win the game. They're just playing to try to get back into their game plan.
Let's see if they can put some more points on the board before they wrap this night up. There's Rockers to the left. He's going to pick up a couple.
Spot that ball right about at the 10-yard line. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown.
And the clock rolls with 4:50 to go in the game. Again, we mentioned it's been a while since the Cougars have scored. Early second quarter when they got to 22 on the scoreboard, but they've been there ever since. Shells 52, the Cougars 22. Baker checks the sideline. 2nd down and about 8 to go. 10 yards away from the end zone. Throw to the end zone. It's bobbled and dropped. Almost a good diving play there by Sturkis in the end zone. Number 7. So that's 3rd down. And it's 4-down territory, of course, for Breese Central here. See if they need the 4th down. So they try to get in the end zone, trailing by 30. Here's the snap back to Baker. He's looking over the middle. Now he's going to run with it for that pylon, and he will get it. It's a touchdown for the Cougars. The quarterback, a 10-yard touchdown run. Baker scores.
That drive started on the
1-yard line.
A 99-yard drive.
Boy, you don't see that much, do you?
Wow.
4:17 to go, and Baker, 10-yard touchdown run.
the first touchdown since early in the second quarter.
Yep. And breaking the Shells' 39 unanswered points. Here's the extra point. It is no good. Wide left. The point after, no good. And that keeps our score at Roxana 52. The Cougars 28.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Run back out of it.
So Wells brings it to the 25, first down. And Roxana football, but timeout. Breese Central here is they may try to get some different personnel in on defense with just 4 minutes to go in the game. Timeout though. After the game, our Munganast Alton Toyota Shells players of the game, Gary.
And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a difficult choice. There's a lot of different guys who've really had good games tonight, and that explains why the Shells are going to be 7-0.
Teamwork, offense, defense, special teams, and the coach will tell you too many penalties tonight, but 52 points on the board. So there's some positives and negatives in every game, but a lot more positives for the Shells, including those 7 touchdowns in this ball game.
Well, every coach likes to be able to go into the locker room afterwards and say, there are certain things we need to work on, and despite the fact that it's going to be an overwhelming victory, they'll say that tonight.
Sure. There's a run over the left side for Roxana as they bring in Max Autry, a sophomore running back, number 6. He carries it over the left side and over the 30-yard line.
Autry, listed at 5'9", 187. I'm going to call him 190-pounder because he sure ran like one there.
Chris Wallach, the quarterback, gets the new play in with 3:30 to go in the ball game. And Roxana just going to run out the clock here with those 52 points on the board. 24-point lead. Some new linemen in there too, but the center is still the same. That's Cooper Harris, number 54, as he will snap it back. And a run up the middle here. And it goes to, well, number 20 running to the right side, throws a defender down, and he's still going down that far sideline, diving for the pylon, and no signal yet.
They're not going to give it to him.
The 1-yard line or what?
Looks like they're going to spot him out about the 1 or 2, but you're talking about being desperate to get to the end zone.
Mason Crump, one of the runs of the night there.
He eluded that one tackler. I thought he was down at about the 20-yard line, and he simply refused to go down. And he was bound and determined, I'm going to get to that end zone.
Well, they mark him out. A timeout, Roxana. Let them mark him out at about the, is it 3-yard line or so? Or 2-yard line?
It looks like he's ready to spot it at the 1.
Well, he almost went 67 yards, but instead about 66 yards.
I say put him back in there. Let him have the other one.
Yeah, let 20 get another carry. Call his number again. Chris Wallach may be coming out of the game here. New quarterback may be coming in.
See, here's a situation where you don't want to be running the score up. You don't want to be feeling like you're rubbing it into the opponent. But by the same token, if you're down here this close to the goal line, somebody needs to get an opportunity to score, and I think it's the guy that carried the mail to get you there.
And let's see how they play it here.
Jackson Knoll, he is the big guy in the backfield right now.
And the quarterback waiting to take the snap, handoff, and it's bobbled and fumbled back near the 5-yard line, and the Shells fall on it there. Number 6 falling on it there, Autry. And the clock under 3 minutes to go. So it'll be 2nd and goal. 28, the quarterback, Cohen Dugan, a freshman. And they get ready to go now from, we'll call it the 5-yard line, and up under center here. Snap back. They hand off. They go over the right side for a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and goal, it appears. Maybe the 3-yard line.
There's big Jackson Knoll. Got the call to go right up the middle.
6'2", 210-pound freshman.
How much did you say? 210?
That's what it says.
He's only a freshman.
That's what it says. 6'2". A big dude, for sure. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. 2.5-yard line, and we're at 2 minutes to go in the game. And they let the clock run down. The play clock is down to 5 as they get ready for the snap here. Snap back. They do hand it off to 45 again. Well, no, he's going to be losing about a half-yard there. 4th down. Now, let's see if they take a knee. 4th and goal.
Down to 120.
Just over a minute to go in the ball game. Roxana 52, Breese Central 28. Shell's going to be 7-0 with 2 games to go. They'll play Wood River and Marquette to finish the year.
Looking to go, dare I say it, 9-0.
9-0. Right now, 7-0 tonight. It is 4th and goal. The play clock down to 2-1. They hand it off to Autry, and nothing doing there. He's stopped. And we're at 40 seconds to go in the game. The ball will go over to the Cougars now, and that'll be it.
It's a very dominating game by the Shells. I think that there were probably a lot of people walk through the gates tonight fully expecting their Shells to win this game, but I don't think anybody came in and thought they would do it so easily.
Well, the Shells with 7 touchdowns in the game. 2 for Ellis, 2 for Briggs, 1 for Wells, 1 for Graves, 1 for Hester. Here's a handoff up the middle it goes, and a couple of yards there, and we're at 30 seconds to go in the game, and that will be it. There will probably not be another snap tonight.
I think both coaches are probably thinking the same thing. Just don't get anybody injured on a useless last play.
Well, it's 15 seconds to go. Breese Central standing around. They're not going to snap it, it doesn't appear. 7-0 for the Shells. They'll be 4-0 and closer to that Cahokia Conference championship. They clinch at least a tie, but they're going to be big favorites against East Alton Wood River next week.
Yeah, a lot of people said when Roxana moved into this conference that they were getting in over their heads. But I think they're showing right here and right now they can play with these teams.